Hi everyone, this is Aries Moon Girl and this is another Sun Moon Rising combination, and today is the birthday of one of my very close friends, Andra. And this video is dedicated to her, so I'm gonna analyze her Sun, Moon and Rising combination and kind of gift her this video. And to all the other people that are watching the channel and might have the same combination as well. So the combination is Sagittarius Sun, of course, we're in Sagittarius season, Cancer Moon and Aquarius Rising. Okay, so before going into the analysis, I have my own analogy of what the rising means, what the sun means, and what the moon means. And I compare this usually to a packaged gift. So the packaging, the first impression that you get of someone, the first interaction, the wrapping around it, that's the rising sign. So this is how we usually come across in the world. This is how we interact with others. That's kind of our mask of interacting with the world outside of us. And this is what we project and how others also treat us back. So based on that first impression, this is what the first vibe that we give off to someone. If we were to open the gift, in this case, keeping the analogy, the gift in itself is your sun sign. So let's say in this case it's a watch. That's actual what your sun sign represents. So your sun sign has probably the most important impact on your overall life, on your overall direction, path in life, personality, and this is how we usually describe ourselves, just because the sun is so important in the impact that it has here on earth. So that's why we take the sun sign, especially in Western astrology. In Eastern astrology, the moon sign is more important even, because the moon changes more often. But if you were to think of how we feel life on earth, we feel more of the sun. So the sun sign is actually the most important thing, and it's in this analogy that I'm having of the gift, it's actually the actual product. So you are a Sagittarius, that's how you're described, and that's your main path in life and your main personality trait and everything that has to do with it. If you were to open that watch up though and look into the mechanism, then you would discover that it's actually what makes it tick is actually that mechanism that the watch has inside. So it's not working from itself. It has a mind behind this that kind of makes it work and makes it into the end product that we see. So that is in this analogy, that is the moon sign. So the moon sign is our subconscious mind. The moon sign is everything that we have in us instinctually. The moon sign is what naturally makes us happy, naturally makes us feel safe, is how we react in situations of stress, is how we instinctually put ourselves out there, and it's how, if you spend a lot of time with someone very close, is how that person that is very close to you will start to perceive you as well. Because only when you get very close to someone's soul, very close to someone's habits, very close to in someone's inner space, in that subconscious space, only then you start to see the moon. But the moon is so important into understanding ourselves and to fulfilling ourselves, and in also having healthy relationships with those that are close to us. Okay, so now once we gotten through the analogy, let's go into analyzing this specific combination. So a Sagittarius Sun. Sagittarius, as we have said in previous videos, is a free-spirited, freedom-loving, truth-seeking sign that is usually very, I would say optimistic, but I would say also very open-minded, very open to things, very broad-minded, very interested in knowing and understanding more, very curious about life, very inquisitive, very much in a search to understand life, to understand what the meaning of life is, what the adventure of life is, and to explore, to live a lot, to have a lot of experiences that in the end will bring a conclusion. Also to have to gather a lot of knowledge throughout this path of life. So Sagittarius is one of the signs that although it's a fire sign, it doesn't necessarily look into one direction only. It's a mobile sign, so it looks at the broader picture, has various interests, has always a mind that wants to kind of comprehend everything and put it all into a beautiful world in your own mind. One thing which I love about Sagittarius is that open-heartedness and that energy that keeps on hoping and seeing the best and wanting always to go forward, to go for better, to believe in things that other people don't believe in, to try things that other people wouldn't dare to try. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, so a Sagittarius always expands. A Sagittarius always goes beyond boundaries. A Sagittarius cannot be constrained, and a Sagittarius cannot be happy by being limited by certain ways of thinking that are very strict. Cannot be happy by being restricted from experiencing life and experiencing the world. So open-heartedness, open mind, courage, adventure, trying new things, and actually understanding the philosophy behind all of that. This is how Sagittarius usually go through life, and this is what they're best at. And they are the travelers, they are the philosophers, they are the wise souls that gather a lot of knowledge and then go out there and share it to other people as well. So that's the sun sign. Then going into the rising sign, this is Aquarius. Actually, Aquarius and the first interaction with people, or how you project yourself out there, in this case is pretty similar to the Sagittarius nature. I wouldn't say so. Aquarius is an air sign. It has a very different approach. Sagittarius goes at things with a lot of passion, and fire drives that inquisitive nature. Aquarius air signs are usually a bit more rational, so water and fire are the more emotional elements. Air and earth are the more rational elements. Nevertheless, with Aquarius being ruled by Uranus, a planet of sudden changes and ups and downs and innovation and things that come to the surface all of the sudden and change, revolutionize everything. It's a sign that is also very much interested in understanding the world and reorganizing it. It's a sign that kind of finds its own way in life usually. Aquarius is never a sign that follows necessarily strict rules also. It's a sign that kind of needs to be non-conventional, needs to understand things and process it in their own way. And from that, they usually also attract a lot of change, a lot of innovation, a lot of expansion as well. So the two signs, Aquarius and Sagittarius, work really well together. An Aquarius rising will make you also very inquisitive about the world, about people, about understanding why things are happening the way they are happening. Aquarius is also the sign of friendship, so knowing a lot of people, interacting with a lot of people, getting information from different sources, different type of people. Both Sagittarius and Aquarius are open-minded to know different type of people, different types of thinking, different types of philosophies, different types of experiencing the world. And in this interaction, Aquarius is also not gonna act necessarily conventional, so it's gonna come up with its own way of going through life. It's gonna come up with its own way of achieving success, interacting with its own ideas. And usually what I've noticed about Aquarius rising, now going beyond the theory, is like they're usually very successful, or they attract expansion, even if it's not Sagittarius in there, but through a more non-conventional way. So it's not necessarily, okay, you'll go these steps and this is how you achieve something, but it's more like a jump, or something that changes their life, or something that makes them understand something about the world or themselves. And this is how they achieve success, by getting that lesson and kind of revolutionizing their own lives or the lives of those around them. So it's a more non-conventional sign. Being an air sign is very good at communicating with the others. It's very good at empathizing, but in an air type of way, so kind of having a back and forth. But again, these two signs, both Sagittarius and Aquarius, are the signs of freedom, of free thinking, of broad, open-minded thinking, of humanitarian efforts and humanitarian progress. Both signs kind of work towards this, especially Aquarius even more. Aquarius kind of strives, okay, how could things be better in the world? How could they be organized better? And Sagittarius also kind of wants to understand, and both signs have this kind of inner drive. How can I make the world better? How can I contribute to life? So it's a very good pairing for a humanitarian soul, or someone that wants to contribute in the world, wants to bring their own input to the world, wants to kind of understand information and then produce something out there that will change people's thinking, that will take people further, that will make people's lives better. At a bigger level, these are signs that think big. They don't think small. They think, okay, how can I bring the best for a larger group of people? So humanitarian thinking. Okay, and then we go into the moon. This is the moon in Cancer, and this time I have a series of videos on moon in Cancer already here, but the moon in Cancer is the nurturer moon. In my video about the Cancer moon, you can watch it, I'll put the link here. I call it the heart of gold. I personally love this moon because it's so in touch with, it's so empathic and so in touch with the feelings of others. It's also a bit more personal than the two signs that we were talking about. The two signs that we were talking about, Aquarius and Sagittarius, are so out there, and everything is in thinking, everything is for a large mass of people. Cancer makes it personal. Cancer takes it back and makes it personal. It's about yourself, it's about your immediate surroundings, it's about your loved ones, your home, your sense of security. So although you're so out there with everything that you're doing in the world, the sense of security still comes from the moon. So broad-minded, open, successful in the world, in order to feel safe, you need to have nurturing, and you need to feel safe in a very stable environment with your loved ones, with a cozy home, a cozy environment, with people that you care about, and kind of feeling your roots, your immediate family, your immediate group of friends, something that makes it like a cocoon, like a family environment. Also, Cancer moon cares very much that the others around them are feeling well and are that they feel nurtured and that they feel cozy and that they feel well. So Cancer Moon will always take care of you and will always kind of sense if someone is not feeling well, or will always be there to kind of nurture the others. And where Cancer's moons always suffer a bit is when they don't get the same nurturing back. It's like, I'm putting all of this out there and I'm taking care of everyone, but I'm not getting that back. So where a Cancer Moon can be drained is not receiving that for themselves. In this combination, I think it's also very important to balance that outer persona that can achieve everything and understand everything and doesn't need too much concrete things, with your very concrete needs and concrete need for security, concrete need for nurturing, concrete need for closeness, concrete need for just having a stable, financially stable, emotionally stable environment that kind of is your cocoon to retreat from the world. Here is very important that besides doing all the things in the outside world with the larger group of friends or with the larger group of people, or that you have that core nucleus that you can count on, that core that keeps you safe and gives you power to still progress out in the world. One of the dangers with this combination, because all three signs are open energy somehow. Cancer is a bit more protective, but Cancer also cannot, if they see someone crying or if they see suffering, a Cancer Moon cannot hold back or not give. Like a Cancer Moon needs to nurture, needs to give. They are so in tune with the vibes, with the energies of other people, with those close around them. So they kind of almost have to react. And then Aquarius is a very broad, open energy, and Sagittarius is a very broad, open energy. So this could be the chart of someone that is very open and very in tune with other people's needs. Although Aquarius can make you a bit aloof at times, which could be also a protecting mechanism, but in general, Sagittarius and Cancer makes you kind of have to help, almost like I have to help, I have to support, I have to give. That Aquarius side, although open, sometimes kind of makes it, okay, I'll be rational about it and I'll keep myself a bit more up in the clouds about things. But in general, this is one of the combinations that's very giving, again, very humanitarian, very good at making people feel good around them, very good at taking people further, mentoring them, making them feel nurtured, making them feel good. The danger here is to get lost with all the open energies and not have your roots firmly planted, where Cancer really needs those roots in order to be able to feel whole and to feel safe. So yeah, a beautiful combination of a dreamer, a combination of an idealist, a combination of a person that can achieve a lot in the world, combination of a person that just needs to make sure that they have enough stability from where they can grow and expand all this and achieve in great things and nurture others. So yeah, this was my analysis of Sagittarius Sun, Aquarius Rising, Cancer Moon, and this is for you, Andra. La mulțeni, happy birthday. Hope you have an amazing day. And until next time, I'm Aries Moon Girl. I care about the stars, but most of all, I care about you, and this is why I do these videos. Bye bye.